Good morning, Joe Justice here, coming to you live on August 30th, 2023. This is the end of August. This will be the last time Joe Justice, the home gym hustle hero, will be with you for the month of August. Can you believe it? I'm afraid to say summer is pretty close to being over after this weekend. As a matter of fact, I think it is over. But that's okay. We've still got some warm days. We've still got lots of time to get outside, to have fun, to do things that are exciting, to do things that are beneficial. Don't be afraid of the weather cooling down. As a matter of fact, fall is one of my favorite times of the year, if not my favorite. So, don't worry. Summer's closing down, but we've still got lots to do. I want to remind you that I am your home gym hustle hero. And if you want to be a home gym hustle hero, you can join my group, homegymhustleheroes.com/join. And you can be part of the group that is involved with information, motivation, and inspiration to help you out with moving forward day in and day out and achieving your goals. I hope you join in, and I hope that you become part of the team. I'm excited to spend some time with everybody. And if you just have questions, feel free to send me a message. Ask me anything. I will be happy to help you out. I am here to help you on your quest to improving your health and fitness. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I want to do. So today I wanted to talk some more about habits, as we started off the week talking about habits. And one of the things that I wanted to kind of bring to your attention is something that's a little counterintuitive, something that I told my son this morning, because he's getting started with school and getting ready to roll with the new school year. And, he's struggling right off the bat with getting back into step and getting everything back together. And, I told him the thing that you have to realize is if you're struggling, you're succeeding. It's in that moment that you're not being challenged, that everything is easy, that, you're not... you're not having a rough day, everything just falls into place. Those are the times that you're not succeeding. Those are the times that you're not improving. If you're in the midst of a struggle, that means that you're growing. That means that you're becoming stronger. And a simple way to understand that is just, around the whole idea of, what's easier, going for a jog or a run for a half hour, or sitting on the couch and watching TV for a half hour. I guarantee you sitting on the couch and watching TV is a lot easier. But are you growing when you're doing that? The same thing is true with intellectual endeavors, not just physical endeavors. What's easier? Watching some banal, trash TV, some reality TV garbage where you don't learn anything? Or reading a really complicated and interesting book on history or science or something like that. Which one's easier? Well, sitting there and just staring at the boob tube, watching something that doesn't really mean anything is a lot easier. So it's in those moments of struggle that you're succeeding. So always reframe those moments in that regard. If you're having a tough time, instead of saying, man, this is really hard, man, I don't know if I can do it, you say to yourself, I think my audio just went out on me. Okay, I think I'm back. Okay, so in that regard, I want to share with you something to kind of keep in mind is really what you're struggling with when you come up along those challenges. What you're really struggling with is your habits. Okay, you're bouncing up against those negative habits that you built up in the past, and you're building new and better habits. One of the ways to do that, to keep in mind here, is to build better habits step by step. Again, we've talked about this before in the past, but when it comes to building those and improving those habits, it's little by little, and it's consistency day after day after day. One of the greatest ways to do that is to use progress tracking tools. Now, there's lots of different ways to track your progress. One of those ways is to use technology. There's lots of technology that you can use to track your progress. For example, you can use technology as in, like a fitness tracker. That's really cool stuff. You can use like an online to-do list to check things off. But you don't have to get complicated like that. You don't have to use complicated materials. You can, in fact, track everything using just pencil and paper. Get a notebook or use a calendar. And define a habit, something that you want to do every day. Maybe it's something as simple as a 20-minute walk, and you just check off if you did your walk that day. before long, as you begin to integrate that into your lifestyle, that will become easy. It will become difficult at first because what you're going to have to do is modify your lifestyle to fit that kind of stuff in. What kind of modifications are you going to be doing? Well, maybe you have to wake up an extra half hour early to fit that jog or that run or that exercise, that walk, whatever it is, into your lifestyle. That's going to be hard at times. And again, when you're running into those struggles, you want to say to yourself, I'm succeeding. You know, when you're dragging yourself out of bed in the morning and you're not used to it and you don't want to do it anymore, you need to say to yourself, I'm succeeding. It's in those struggles that you're finding success. Success is going to be measured by the amount of struggle that you're going through. So you do want to keep that in mind. Don't be afraid of struggle. Whatever you do, don't be afraid of struggle because struggle is success. Always remember that. So keep those tracked, check off whatever you do that day. If it's a day that you're skipping dessert, pick you get a little notebook and check that off. I've skipped dessert today, and tracking those types of things will help you build habits. It will help you grow. It will help you to develop. But if you just hope that you do it and you just hope that you go through things, you're going to have a hard time with it and you're not going to succeed. You have to track your progress. It's part of building a new habit. Habits are very hard to build. Most of the habits that you've built, especially the negative ones, you've built over time. Eliminating those or replacing those with positive habits are going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort, and you're going to have to work your way through them. Another thing that you could do is schedule routine check-ins. So find an accountability partner. That could be somebody online. Find a group like mine, Home Gym Hustle Heroes, and make that part of your regular thing to check in. Hey, I did my workout today. Hey, I did this today. I did that today. Check in with people. Let them know. Ask people to keep you accountable. Have somebody check in with you. Regular check-ins, being accountable to somebody, being part of a group. The best way, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, I am the Home Gym Hustle hero, and I'm all about the home gym hustle, and I think that's very important. But one of the best ways to have an accountability group is to have an in-person physical accountability group. If you guys all meet once a week, that's a great way to get together and to make things happen because you can hold each other accountable, and I really like those kinds of things. Along those lines, get an accountability partner, a friend of yours, somebody that's close to you that you really trust and that you can work with. That's going to help you reinforce those habits and to get those habits taken care of. And finally, to help you out with this idea, again, the whole idea is if you're struggling, you're succeeding. If you're blowing through these challenges, if you're improving, it's going to be a struggle because you're unwinding and undoing all of the negative patterns that you've built up, all of those bad habits, everything that you've developed over the last, your entire life. All of those negative patterns, you're undoing them. So it's going to be hard. But when you run into those hard challenges, just remember the fact that it's hard is proof that it's working. If you're struggling, you're succeeding, okay? And what you need to do is find your long-term goals, but break those down into individual daily habits. So if you want to lose 50 pounds, that's fine. But your real goal, what you want to do is weigh yourself every day and then adjust accordingly, okay? So your short-term goal, your system, might be to lose 2 pounds a week, which is a good system. But that means you have to measure yourself every day. A lot of people will say not to measure yourself every day. That's a really kind of a common frame for people because you do fluctuate. You do have different water weights and all that kind of stuff. I've always found that the more you measure, the more you manage. So if you measure your weight every day, then you will adjust accordingly if you're striving to reach those goals, if you're striving to move forward. Measuring yourself every day doesn't do anything if you're not striving to move forward. So always be striving to move forward. Always be striving to improve. Thank you so much for listening today. I hope that you have a wonderful day. I hope everything works out well for you. If you need any help, any information, motivation, or inspiration, feel free to join my group, homegymhustleheroes.com/join. Hope that you have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you again on Friday. And with that, bye-bye for now.